Video is a great way to share information with your customers and with your followers. However, if you don't have a video camera or you don't have the right equipment available to take a really good looking video, well, what do you do? Well, one of the things that you could do is use the feature that YouTube has, which allows you to create a slideshow of your images rather than making a video from scratch. And this is really easy to do. All you need is some images of your product and things to get started. So what do you need? Well, you need some photos, of course. The video size would be 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720. So if you don't have large enough images available or the right size images available, you can make the slides, of course, in Canva, and then you can add a text overlay or add your logo or a message or whatever it is that you want on Canva before you create your slideshow video. But before you start, it's important to consider why you are making this video. What is the message that you want to share with the viewer? This is part of our social media activity, so we might be looking to share this on Facebook or obviously on YouTube and other places. So are you going to show people, give them an insight into your making process? You might want to show perhaps something being made from the beginning to the end, or perhaps you might want to use a slideshow video like this to show a selection of your products perhaps being used or in lifestyle situations or something like that. So before you start, think about what you want the end result to be, and of course, as always, think about your target market. And of course it's right to think about the target market, because one of the things that we'll be doing here in this video is putting a music soundtrack against the video, and you want to actually use that so it appeals to the target market and doesn't actually make them go running away screaming because the music's so horrible. So how many slides should you have? Well, obviously the number of slides will determine the end length of the video. And effective videos are going to be short and sweet, and they're going to leave people thinking, oh, that's great, I want to know more, not thinking, thank goodness that's over. So a few dynamic looking images are going to be a lot better than a lot of like humdrum images, and the first few seconds are going to be really key, because that's going to be what pulls people in and makes them decide whether or not they're going to watch the whole video or whether or not they're going to hit the back button and bank straight off. So you want a few really good slides, and your first slides have got to be really engaging. So each slide is going to be about 5 seconds long, and we'll extend the length of the last slide, so there'll be a few extra seconds there. So 7 or 8 images will give you a slideshow of sort of 40-45 seconds, and that's probably fine. But it's going to depend, like we said, on your target market, the types of photos that you've got, the message that you're going to give. So it might be that you try a few different lengths of video and see what actually is going to work best for your target market, for the platform that you're going to be showing it on, and what the message is that you want to give. If you're going to show a technique or a process, then of course you'll want your images to be sequential, and that you want them so that they flow nicely into each other as you go. You may find it's better to work with more images than you want in your final slideshow. So if you're going to be making these on Canva, maybe make a few extra slides so you can discard any that you don't want when you actually see what they look like when they're all together. What will you need? Well, you'll need a cover slide so people know what it is that they're going to be seeing. This will introduce the slideshow video, and if you're going to have a message, maybe you're going to ask people to visit your website, or maybe you're showing a product and you're going to be giving a promotion code at the end or something like that, then your final slide will have your call to action, that this is where you'll tell people what it is that the next step that you want them to take after they've seen your video. So make your slides on Canva. Think about things like color, text overlay, etc. And then when you've got them done and ready, head over to YouTube, which is where we are here, and you'll see that you have an option to upload. Click the upload button and wait, and here we go. Photo slideshow create. So click on create, and you'll have the opportunity to upload your photos. So click on that, choose the photos that you want and select, and your photos will be uploaded. Go back to your photos. These are the photos that I used for this slideshow. So you can choose the photo or photos that you want included in the slideshow. Select. So you've got the images that you want selected. Just clicked on next, and here is the start of your slideshow, and this is where you can start editing. You set the duration here. It's currently on 3 minutes. I'm going to set it to 3 minutes. It's currently on 3 seconds. I'm going to set it to 5 seconds. Pause it a moment. You can choose the whether or not you want an effect. Is it a slide effect, and you can decide on the transition. So let's just quickly, so you can see what I mean, so that we've got the different effects here. Now if you want music, these are all music that you can use on your slideshow freely from YouTube. So I mean, just pick on the one that you think is going to be most appropriate for your oops, get fascinated by this. Choose the one that you think is going to be most appropriate for your slideshow, for the message that you're giving, and for your target market. You'll see that there's a complete range here. You can have hip hop, punk, rock, dance music, electronic music. So choose what you think is most appropriate, and you could just leave it there. You've got your slides. You could just upload it. However, if you want to make more changes, like we want to extend the length of the final slide, click on Advanced Editor. Leave, but remember that we haven't actually saved it yet. So leave, and we get to the Advanced Editor. And you can do a number of different things here, but one of the things that you can do is to extend the length of the final slide. Just click here and you can extend it. Let's extend it to 8 seconds. It just gives people a little bit longer to look at the final slide, where you will have your call to action. So that might as well give a little bit of extra time on that, so people can actually look at it and register the action that they need to take. And if you're happy with that, give it a title here, and then click on Create Video, and it will upload the video onto your YouTube channel. And then once it's uploaded, you can take the URL and you can post it onto your Facebook group or wherever you want to share it, and as well as having it on YouTube, so people can find it and view it there. So creating a slideshow using using YouTube slideshow option is very easy to do, and it's a great way to just add a little bit of something a little bit different for your social media followers. And if you're looking for a way just to do something a bit different, to show a few products in a slideshow, or just do something that's just a bit different from the normal static post, this is well worth investigating. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.